Today we're going to 3 cities in the Netherlands that y'all picked for us, and we have absolutely no idea where we're going.
Last week, we asked y'all on Instagram to choose some cities for us to visit, mostly from a list of places we haven't been to yet in the Netherlands. And what y'all picked is where we're going today. We haven't seen the cities yet, and we haven't really done any prep for this video.
Wait for me. This is the best sausage and broach I've ever had.
Oh, damn, really?
Yeah. You think this is going to be better than the one you ate from Multifly?
Yes. Wait, did I say that too quickly? We'll be relying heavily on trains in the Netherlands today, so will it be smooth and efficient, or will we not even make it to all 3 cities? Let's find out. Goedemorgen and welcome back. And that's a pretty big goedemorgen. It's only 8 a.m. and we're starting early today because we have a pretty big adventure planned. We're at the train station here in Dordrecht and it's time to reveal our first destination today. Are you nervous?
Yes.
Huh. Interesting.
Ominous.
Okay, it's time for the big reveal. Our first city today is Woerden. Definitely heard of Woerden before. Passed it a lot on the train. And I also know that they're famous for a cheese market. I'm like, what are the odds that it's actually happening today? Okay, so since we've never been here before, we should probably start with something to eat. There's a couple of really good bakeries. I think this one's super highly rated, so maybe we go there and then we look up some other things to do while we eat. This is Stadsbakkerij Stevig brood, and everything here looks amazing. Also, we couldn't have gotten here quick enough because it is freezing outside and it's really rainy. Look at this croissant.
And I got this incredible looking sausage and broach, and this looks like no sausage and broach I've ever seen before. It's like dark and I don't know, I really want to eat it. So I ordered a second one because it was so good. It's spelt on the outside and the sausage is from a local butcher. This is the best sausage and broach I've ever had. Is that controversial?
No.
5 stroopwafels.
Oh, damn, really?
Yeah.
Well. Okay, so we're gonna look up a few things to do here in Woerden. The city is known for its cheese market. And what sets it apart, I think, is that it's supposed to be an authentic cheese market instead of a reenactment. But unfortunately, the cheese market doesn't start until April 20th. So we're gonna miss that today. But I think we can still head over to the city center. I think I've got a pretty good list of things to check out today. I'm not sure what's gonna be open, but let's go find out. This is the Stadsmuseum, and it used to be Woerden City Hall. This is the Kaaspackhaus, or the cheese warehouse, and it's where they used to store all of the cheese here.
Hey, where do they store it now?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I couldn't find out. I mean, it's probably stored in like multiple places.
Wait, you still have to walk out of the shot,
Oh.
or else it won't be cohesive.
Ugh. This is the Windhond, which translates to the Greyhound, and it's a windmill that's still currently in use for flour grinding, and it actually used to be a part of the city's fortified walls. It's not anymore, but man, this thing is gorgeous. It's just in the middle of the city. Look at it.
Hey, where are you going?
Oh, this way.
Wow, cherry blossoms. That's really pretty.
This is Castile Woerden. No, it's this one over here.
Oh, oops.
That's actually Sint Ventura.
It's much more grand.
It is. You can see it from the whole city. This, it says it on the outside too, in case you're confused. There's a sign.
It's got walls around it. That's kind of cool.
It does. That is pretty cool.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, you don't know anything about it?
No, I don't.
I think it's an event center now.
Yeah, it looks like a hotel kind of, right?
I think people have weddings there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I think we have to go.
Yeah, let's go back to the train station.
Woerden, we know we did you wrong. We're only here for a couple hours, and honestly, the weather this morning is not what we expected. We were hoping it was going to be much nicer. We're definitely going to have to come back, see more of the city, visit the authentic cheese market, and do a proper vlog here because, yeah, this wasn't it. But the city was absolutely gorgeous.
Now that we're back at the train station, it's time to reveal our next destination.
Da-da-da-da.
Den Bosch! Hey. So we haven't been to Den Bosch before, but it's been a year. And I already know exactly what we're gonna do. First thing, we're getting a bossable. So we'll see you in Den Bosch. Well, that was pretty easy. It only took us about an hour to get here. What was I gonna say next? I just don't. Our friend Sam, who you might know as Exploring the Foreign on YouTube, used to live in Den Bosch. So I bet if we gave him a call, he might have some suggestions for things to do here.
Hey!
How's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, good. Oh, you're in Den Bosch, so you gotta get the Bosch ball.
Yeah.
That's a must.
That's
So
first on our list.
That's like the #1 spot. You're on the go, but you gotta get the Bosch ball from there. And as you know, Den Bosch is a big carnival city as well. So there's a carnival museum in Den Bosch. That
Oh.
to visit, yeah.
Oh, sweet. That sounds really cool.
Really cool. You know, Den Bosch during carnival, the name changed to Woerden.
Yeah.
So there's a museum. So I think that'd be cool to check out.
All right, well, like we said, first thing we're doing, getting the Bossche ball.
Possible.
Let's go.
For lunch, we have come to Gusto, which is a little Italian restaurant right off of the market square. Also, Jan de Groot was super busy. There weren't any tables available, so we're gonna go there after this. Wow, this looks totally different than what I was expecting. Like, in my mind, a panini is like a thin sandwich, and this is huge. I got the fresco, which it looks like it's got some pesto, maybe some prosciutto, mozzarella, arugula, and tomatoes in it. I'm so excited to get into this. It's so delicious. Knock it out. The tomatoes are kind of sun-dried, so they're like juicy and they have like such a sweet flavor. And I think my bread is garlic bread. This is amazing. It's so good.
All right, I got the Caesar, and it is a Caesar salad on a sandwich with a giant piece of chicken. That is a delicious cut of chicken. I think it's all dark meat. The whole Caesarness of it is pretty unassuming. It's a very good cut of chicken. And it's two people's birthdays, so we're getting free limoncello. This is amazing.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's really nice. Y'all, if you're in Den Bosch, so you have got to go to that restaurant. I'm eating a mint. Sorry. We're a little early. The museum Sam recommended doesn't open until 1. I think Jan de Groot is still going to be pretty busy right now because they also have lunch. So I think we're just going to enjoy the...
Kibbeling. We're gonna get some kibbeling.
We're not going to get some kibbeling. I'm so full. By the way, if you haven't seen our Den Bosch video, we went here like a year ago? Actually, like 14 months ago? It's been a while. And we stayed in this insane Airbnb. It was a renovated crane, and you could actually move the crane. But the weather was terrible. So it's actually nice to be in Den Bosch on a now beautiful sunny day.
There's blue sky.
There's blue sky. I had to put a filter on my lens.
Wow, never had to do that before.
Yes, no, I do that all the time.
Wow, it's really pretty from behind. Just like you.
Me? I am not pretty from behind.
Let's find out.
You first. Come on, show us your butt in front of this church.
I get arrested.
I could see you in the window.
Look at oh, what a sweet baby.
It's been so long since we've had a cat in the video.
This museum is all about Carnaval, a festival that takes place typically in February right before the start of Lent, mostly in the southern half of the Netherlands. Carnaval is full of colorful parades, elaborate costumes, and huge street parties. And cities will change their names for the duration of the celebration. For example, Den Bosch becomes Oeteldonk. This museum has tons of historic items from Carnaval here in Den Bosch, with costumes, paintings, medals, and pieces of old parade floats, some of which date back to the 1800s. By the way, we still need to do a video where we properly experience Carnaval here in the Netherlands, but Sam has a really great video about his experience in Carnaval right here in Den Bosch, which you should definitely check out after this video. We finally made it to Jan de Groot, and when you're in Den Bosch, you can't leave without getting a Bossche bowl. It's beautiful. Oh yeah. You ready?
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Do you think it's gonna be as good as I remember it?
What a weird question. Do you think it's gonna be as good as I remember it?
The chocolate is so good. And then the whipped cream is perfect. What a day in Den Bosch. All right, it's time to reveal our third and final location.
Dun, 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 dun.
What if it just says Dordrecht? Weert.
Weert. Weert? Like, is that like based?
All right, let's go.
We started this morning in Dordrecht, hopping on the 1-hour train to Woerden, and then took another hour-long train over to Den Bosch, and now we're on a 40-minute train to Weert. Unfortunately, we won't arrive until around 4 p.m., and the museum that we really want to go to closes at 5, so we're going to need to run.
Thankfully, every train today has been on time, including that one, because we were in a rush now.
We gotta go.
A rush of our own making. But first, we actually have to make a deviation before the museum, which is going to make everything just even more stressful. But it's going to be worth it. I hope so, at least. It might not be worth it. Wait for me.
This museum has one of the most interesting collections we've ever seen. Museum W does a great job of keeping things interesting as you walk through the museum, from art that tells the story of Weert to religious art to a humorous exhibition about women's rights.
A lot of butts.
It's a lot of butts.
All right, now we're going to explore Weert. I say that right?
Weert, yeah.
Weert.
Weert. This is the Martinez Kirk.
You'll get it eventually.
Ah! It's beautiful.
That's it? You just spent like 2 minutes on your phone and you're just going to say it's beautiful?
Yeah. Wait, maybe I need to look up some facts on it.
The funniest part about this video is the fact that we typically do. I know some of you may think that we don't ever do research in our videos, but we actually do quite a bit of research when we do our videos. It's really hard when you've got like 10 destinations in a video to get everything right. The fun of this video, at least for us, was that we didn't do any research ahead of time. We're just showing up to these cities and we're just kind of trying to wing it.
Yeah, I definitely have to come back here. Anyway, this is one of only 2 remaining churches in the Netherlands in this late Gothic style. That's pretty cool.
That is cool. Thanks,
Yeah.
Michelle.
You're welcome.
All right, Michelle, what does this look like?
What?
The thing on the ground.
Oh,
Be as detailed as possible.
it looks like a kutja. Is that detailed enough?
How do you know?
What do you mean, how do I know?
We've reached the point of the video where we have to show you the thing that we got right before we went to the museum. Da 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 da. We got flying from a real Limburg Bakkerij.
Yeah.
I got the krummel.
Cromwell.
I got the krummel. Oh, is that what she was making fun of me for?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did say krummel, didn't I?
Like Cromwell. I got the abricosa. Is that right? Look at the lattice work.
You think this is gonna be better than the one you ate from Multifly?
Yes. Wait, did I say that too quickly? The only sweetness is coming from the big sugar crystals on top. The inside is like really tart and juicy, and it does not taste like apricot jam. It tastes like stewed apricots.
How many stroopwafels?
5.
Oh wow.
An enthusiastic 5.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Honestly, I think the one we had in Maastricht was better.
The Cromwell fly that we had on our last trip and the apricot fly.
But this is obviously number 2. A very close number 2. The custard and the crumbs pair very well together, and somehow this is not overwhelmingly sweet,
Really?
which makes absolutely no sense. It's just like kind of buttery, like kind of custardy, just a little like really good, flaky, like bready crust. It's very, very tasty. 5 stroopwafels.
Is it in?
Yes, an enthusiastic one, as if there was any question.
Just making sure. I want to make sure there's no question.
It's pretty amazing how easily you can get around the Netherlands just taking the trains. And honestly, we took 3 trains today and they were all on time. If you like this style of video, be sure to give this video a like.
If you want to see us come back to any one of these cities and do a full vlog, let us know in the comments.
Great transition, Michelle.
You're welcome.
We're about to head home and then we're going to finish the rest of this fly on the train. As always, thank you so much for watching and we'll see y'all next week.
So done.
Cover the lens. Don't actually cover it. Yeah, there you go. My God.
We found our seagull.
We found our seagull.